Ya ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya ya Boker Tov. Ya ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ya. Let me show you the garden. Ya ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya ya. Sing with me. Ya ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ya ya. Once more. Ya ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya 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 ra ra ya 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 ra ya ya. Boker Tov. We're going to start our meditation for the 32nd day of the Omer, of the counting between Pesach and Shavuot. And for those of you in Israel, you're going to start Lag BaOmer very soon. And for the rest of us, it's going to take a few more hours. So today is Netzach Shevehod. Netzach Shevehod, endurance within humility. That's the category, the virtue of the soul that we're working on today. So I invite you to settle down, to put yourself in a posture that is dignified, They convey some dignity. That means with a straight back, with your eyes closed, and with a commitment to stay present and to be fully awake. And as we close our eyes, we go in, we pay attention to the inner world as we separate a little bit from the outer world. I invite you to take deep in-breaths, 3 deep in-breaths and out-breaths with me. And we're going to choose our trusted anchor. A trusted anchor is that place where we pay attention to. And if our mind wanders off or begins to create a narrative, a story, a judgment, whatever it is, we just come back again and again to our trusted anchor. The easiest one is our breath. We pay attention to our breath coming in and getting out. We pay attention to our chest or to our belly, inflating and deflating. I use here in Costa Rica, where I live, as my trusted anchor, the birds. I don't know if you can hear them. Just pay attention to the birds. When my mind gets distracted, I come back again and again to the birds. You can do the same with the birds, if you can hear them, only with the breathing. We share the silence, the commitment to stay awake and to pay attention. Remember that, as Dr. Jon Kabat-Zinn says, for the sake of mindfulness and meditation, thoughts are just secretions of the mind, because that's what the mind does. And we don't engage with them. We don't engage with the thoughts. The thoughts produce emotions. Emotions produce more thoughts, and we are ready to respond with the stimuli. And in this case, we pay attention. We look at them without judging them, and we just notice them. Something that we usually can't do in normal life. We pay attention without the need to react. And we create a bigger gap between stimuli and response. And we stay in the space in between. which is the space of the neshama, of the spirit, of the soul. We stay there. We may notice the characteristic of our thoughts. So we can even notice what type of thoughts they are. Judging thoughts, sarcastic, cynic. They support the narrative. So we just, whatever it is, we just notice them. Sometimes even with sense of humor. Oh, here you go again. And we come back again and again to our trusted anchor. The breathing. Or the birds. We are in the 32nd day of the Omer. We stay there in silence with our eyes closed. Rabbi Jacobson says, if endurance is the engine, humility is the fuel. Netzach shevehod. Endurance within humility. Humility is the capacity to see that our strength comes from a higher source. Humility is the capacity to empty ourselves a little bit from our egos. Egos are not bad. We all need an ego to work. But when we are so full of ourselves, nothing gets in. There is no space for the other. There is no space for surprise, for wonder, for mystery. Humility is the capacity to see that it's not about us. It's not only about us. Humility is the capacity to see that we are part of a larger mystery. An incredible mystery of life, of creation. So I invite you to visualize the universe as if you saw it in movies or in pictures, but not as it is a picture, but if you are like an astronaut. Visualize yourself floating in the universe. the galaxies, the infinite stars, the suns, the moons, the deep emptiness. And we are floating there in awe, looking at this majestic scene of absolute infinitude and wonder. And we are looking at it. And look at our galaxy. How immense it is. So tremendous that we can't see the Earth. The Earth is like a speck in that galaxy. And we are watching as we float in the emptiness. And we look at our proportion compared to the universe, to the magnificent side of the grandiosity and enormity of the universe. And we are that speck of a speck, that drop of a drop of a drop of a milli drop. The speck that is the Earth. Contemplating that we are part of a greater whole, of a mystery of creation. And when this magnificent capacity to zoom in, we are going to zoom in within our galaxy. Zoom in to the solar system. Zoom in to planet Earth. Zoom into the country that we live in. Zoom into the city where we live in. Zoom into the house where we are at. And we are this incredible mini part of an amazing, mysterious whole. And we look in awe of being part of something so mysterious. So incredibly mysterious. And to that awe, to that mystery, that mystery that creates possibility, openness. Surprise, wonder, awe. We're going to infuse it with endurance. Endurance to see us as part of a whole of the mystery of life. The humility to be open. And not to close ourselves to our own stories, our own narratives. The narrative that we tell about ourselves, the suits that we wear, the ego stories that we post. But what's behind that? The real us, the vulnerability in us, the humanity in us, the complete universe within us. Endurance is the capacity to be able to speak from that place of humility. To understand that we came to this earth for something that sometimes we cannot grasp. That is a mystery that we keep unfolding and unfolding. Failing and succeeding. Being open instead of closed. Humility needs endurance. Netzach shevehod. Because we create stories about our stories to affirm the narrative of our egos. So endurance feels humility with the courage to be real, to be honest, to empty ourselves with the capacity to receive another one who is also honest, without the need to defend, protect ourselves so much. Anava, humility. Not false modesty, but modesty. We are important, but we are not so important at the same time. Our story is interesting, but not so interesting at the same time. Endurance gives us the strength to our humility to stay honest, to speak from the soul, to run the risk to be surprised. Netzach shevehod. come back. To our breathing. And we contemplate ourselves, we visualize ourselves sitting where we are sitting, wherever we are. Imagine that in one hand you're holding the word endurance, and the other hand you're holding the word humility. And you're in the middle with equanimity. Netzach Shevechod, endurance within humility. We go back to our breathing, our trusted anchor, or the birds, we feel our breath coming in and out. Pay attention to the desires that may awaken. Maybe you want to write something, maybe whatever it is, just pay attention. And do not react. Stay there. In silence. In this shared silence that we have with others who are around the world. To be able to listen to the Kol Damama Daka, to the still silence voice of the soul that we crush so much in the doing, running. Mindfulness is the capacity to listen to that voice. We go back to our breath, to our nigun. Boker Tov. We open our eyes. I just did, and sadly I saw a toucan, big yellow mouth, amazing. Just left, I wanted to show it to you, but left as somebody who was supporting our meditation. So thank you for watching. I'm Marcelo Bronstein. You can find me at www.marcelobronstein.com. I just want to invite those of you to different events. I want to invite you on May the 11th, those of you who are going to be in New York. We have the Mindfulness Kabbalah Shabbat at BJ at 7 p.m. So I'll be there. Karina will be there with me leading. On May 23rd, we're going to be with Karina in Buenos Aires. Para todos los argentinos, it's an open invitation. We want to have a night. It's going to be a night in a home where we're going to share what is it that we're doing in Costa Rica. The retreats and this journey, the journey of our lives. Entonces el 23 de mayo, and please write to me if you want to participate. Si quieren participar, at Marcelo Brons, mi nombre y mi apellido hasta la S, marcelobrons@gmail.com. So write to me if you want to participate on the 23rd. And the icing on the cake is that we are going to be with Karina on May 27 at Limut, Chile. And we're going to present, I'm going to give a keynote presentation and then a workshop. Karina is going to do 2 workshops. So looking forward to go back to Chile. So Boker Tov, have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Bye-bye.